Hello everyone and welcome! In this video tutorial, I'll delve into the world of conditional statement in Java, specifically focusing on if-else-if structure. I'll cover the fundamental concept behind these statements and explore their syntax in detail and then put our knowledge into practice by building a simple Java program that utilizes if-else-if logic. By the end of this video, you will have a solid understanding to how understand if-else statement in Java, learn how to write and use if statement, gain hand-on experience creating a simple Java program that incorporates if-else logic. Now, let's start to discuss what is if-else-if statement. If statement, an if statement in Java is a control structure used to execute a block of code only if a specified condition is true. If the condition is false, the code inside the if block is skipped. So, if statements lets your program make decisions. It checks if a condition is true. If it's true, the code inside the if statements run. If the condition is false, that code is skipped. It's like asking a question, is this true? If yes, do something. If no, move on. Next is else-if statement. An else-if statement in Java is used to test multiple conditions in a program. Allows you to check additional conditions if the first if condition is false. You can include multiple else if blocks to handle different scenarios. So, in short, else-if statement is used when you need to check multiple conditions. It's like asking a series of questions. If the first if condition is false, the program checks the else-if condition. If that false, it checks the next else-if, and so on. This lets your program handle different situations based on different conditions. Lastly, the else statement. The else statement in Java is used as a fallback option when all preceding if or else if conditions are false. It executes a block of code that handles any cases not covered by the earlier condition. So it means it is used to specify a block of code to be executed if the condition in a preceding if statement or a chain of if-else-if statements evaluates to false. It provides a way to handle situation not explicitly covered by the if condition. In short, if statement check a single condition and else if statement allows you to check multiple conditions sequentially. The else statement completes the structure providing a default action if none of the preceding conditions are met. Creating a program with if-else statement. It have a three-part, where first is input number, where the program prompts the user to enter a number. Second is check positive or negative, where an if-else statement checks if the number is positive or negative. And lastly, displayed result, where the program displays a message indicating whether the number is positive or negative. So now, let's try to practice if-else statement. First, import java.util scanner. So this line imports scanner class for user input. Next, public class negative or positive. This declares the main class. Public static void main. This defines the main method. Scanner equal new scanner. This creates a scanner object for reading input. Next is system.out.print. Give the number to check. This line prints a message to the console prompting the user to enter a number. Next, int number equals scanner.nextInt. This line reads an integer for the user's input and stores it in the number variable. If number greater than 0, this line checks if the number is greater than 0. So next is system.out.print. The number is positive. If true, this prints the number is positive. Then lastly, the curly bracket. This closes the if statement. Next, else if number less than 0. This checks if number is less than 0. System.out.println. The number is negative. If true, this prints the number is negative. Then bracket again, so it closes the else if statement. Now, we're here in the last part. Else, where it is executed if neither of the previous condition is true, meaning number is 0. System.out.println, the number is 0. This prints the number is 0. And last is bracket. This closes the else statement. Now, let's try to run and see the output. Example, we input 69. The output correctly identifies the number is positive. We input 0. The output correctly identifies the number is 0. And lastly, when we input negative 69, then it identifies as the number is negative. As you can see, this demonstrates that the if-else conditional logic within the Java program is functioning as expected. The program successfully processes the user input and provides the appropriate output based on the number's value. We've built a solid foundation in if-else-if statements. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and easy to follow. Don't be afraid to experiment and try different scenarios. Let me know in the comment if you have any question or suggestion for future tutorials. Thank you for joining me and happy coding!